If you're under 40 and you've never once looked at your superannuation, you might have already thrown $50,000 straight into the bin and you didn't even feel it happen. There's no dramatic moment, no bill in the mail, no red warning light flashing on your phone. It just quietly disappears, one missed decision at a time. And by the time most people notice, it's already too late to get those years back. Today we're plugging that leak. Right now, here's the problem. Most Australians under 40 treat their super like background noise. It's compulsory, it's automatic, your employer pays it, and that's where the thinking stops. You never picked your fund. You never picked your investment option. You've never made a single voluntary contribution. And honestly, most people don't even know where their super actually sits. That sounds harmless. It feels harmless. But here's the part nobody tells you. Your 20s and 30s are the single most powerful decade for superannuation growth you will ever have. Not your 40s. Not your 50s. Right now. Because compound growth needs one thing more than anything else. Time. And time is the one thing you can never buy back. So what's the actual mistake? It's not spending too much on smashed avo, despite what certain finance bros on the internet will tell you. The real $50,000 mistake is staying in your fund's default investment option and never reviewing your fees for 15 or 20 years straight. Let me explain why that's such a quiet killer. When you join a super fund, you're automatically placed into something called the default option. It's usually a balanced mix, designed to be safe for the average person at the average age, doing the average thing. The problem is, you're not average. If you're 30 years old, you might have 35 years before you touch that money. That's an enormous runway for growth. But a conservative, low-fee blind default setting can quietly cap how hard your money actually works for you. Let me tell you about Jake. Jake's a real kind of guy. Tradie, mid-20s, started his apprenticeship. Employer set him up with whatever super fund the boss used. Jake never looked at it again, not once. 10 years pass. Jake's now 35, doing all right, bought a ute, got a missus, life's good. Then one rainy Tuesday, bored at work, he actually opens the super app for the first time. He's stuck in the default option. He's paying higher fees than he needs to. And nobody ever told him there was a high growth option sitting right there the entire time. A few taps away. Here's the maths that genuinely stings. If Jake had simply switched to an appropriate growth option at 25 instead of 35, that 10-year head start, combined with lower fees, could realistically be worth around $50,000 more by the time he retires. Same Jake, same job, same contributions. The only difference is one decision he never made. That's not a guess pulled from thin air either. It's the simple, brutal math of compound interest. A small percentage difference, multiplied across decades, turns into a genuinely massive gap. So who actually needs to hear this? If you're under 40 and you've never logged into your super account, this is you. If you don't actually know what investment option you're in right now, this is you. If you've got 2 or 3 different super funds floating around from old jobs, quietly bleeding fees, this is definitely you. Now, here's where people usually stuff it up trying to fix this themselves. Mistake 1. Chasing the highest return fund blindly, without understanding the actual risk involved. Mistake 2. Consolidating super accounts without checking if you're losing valuable insurance cover attached to the old fund first. And mistake 3, the big one. Panic selling or switching options the moment the market dips, and locking in losses that would have otherwise recovered naturally over time. So what should you actually do today? Step 1. Log into your super account right now while you're thinking about it. Step 2. Check exactly what investment option you're currently in. Step 3. Check your total fees, both admin fees and investment fees combined. Step 4. Use the government's free comparison tool to see how your fund genuinely stacks up against others. And step 5. If you find old lost super sitting somewhere from a previous job, look into consolidating it properly. Now a quick, important reality check. This isn't about chasing risky returns or panicking into some high-risk option overnight. Superannuation is a long game. Always think carefully about your personal risk tolerance, and remember, past performance never guarantees future results. And just to be clear, this video is general education only, not personal financial advice. Everyone's situation is different, so please chat with a licensed financial advisor before making any changes to your super. Look, your superannuation isn't boring paperwork sitting in the background of your life. It's quite possibly the biggest financial asset you'll ever own. And the cost of ignoring it isn't some abstract idea. It's real money, quietly leaking away, year after year. So out of the 3 traps we just covered, the default option, the hidden fees, or the scattered lost accounts, which one have you been falling into without even realizing it? Be honest and tell me in the comments below.